going, everybody? It is me, Shane. I'm here to give you another Digimon Ghost Game episode review. Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope everyone has had a good weekend. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's all right. I hope you had a happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy winter solstice, happy everything and anything to everyone. And please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, be notified of more videos just like this one. We are going to talk about episode 57, Ghost Taxi. I'm going to be completely honest with you. You're probably thinking to yourself, man, you usually have these out like early, like on the day of. Yeah, I didn't think they would actually put another episode out on Christmas Eve. Like, Spy Family did it, and they do all this stuff, you know, for our time, they do it early. And so I'm thinking, oh, yeah, this is early. It's the last episode. This series is going to go on forever, it seems. So, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to do anything next weekend because in Japan, they love themselves some New Year's and Golden Week, but New Year's. So I thought maybe I could talk about this one differently, kind of just go over. I'm going to do it how I do my other reviews, although I am tempted to do a play-by-play if I'm going to be completely honest with you. You know what? I'll do the play-by-play. We'll see if I feel like changing up some stuff. I'm going to just be super casual with this, even though I got notes here and I got the images for y'all. So this episode starts off kind of how most episodes start off, you know. Oh, spooky thing happens, some unfortunate thing happens to somebody, wham bam, thank you ma'am, or hey, we see a weird thing and our heroes are so dumb that they don't figure it out. It didn't happen, but what happens is a nun gets kicked out of a car, she's bone dry, then this unfortunate sucker over here, he's a priest, you know, an actual priest like Father, Son, Holy Spirit priest, gets pulled into this car by Cerberusmon. I like Cerberusmon. It's going to sound weird to hear individuals say this. I'm kind of a fan of like cryptozoology, mythical beings, mythical beasts. So I like Cerberus. Cerberus is kind of cool. And when you get Cerberus, I say Cerberusmon because, of course, the Japanese name is Kerberumon because, you know, they say Keruberu or Keberu is, but it's Cerberusmon, and we not only see Cerberusmon in that form. If I could get this, I need a better resolution picture for this one. We get to see him in his werewolf mode, which I forgot, my internet on here is acting funky, but yeah, looks like this. The three heads still remain three heads, but stands up, has those two bitey ones, and yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to read. Now, Cerberusmon did show up during Digimon Frontiers, the season 4 for those of you who don't follow names. And he's been around for a long time after that. Very strong Digimon. As a matter of fact, Cerberusmon, he was also in Digimon Savers, he was in Cross Wars, the Death General arc, and he was also in Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot, where all the ultimate Digimon, for whatever reason, are massive, like huge beings. And so he was a huge Cerberus fighting against Pegasusmon. That was a good episode. I actually remember enjoying that episode. Ultimate level Digimon, Demon Beast, he fluctuates between vaccine and virus. Kind of crazy. It's a Demon Beast Digimon called the Watchdog of Hell, based off of Cerberus, the literal guard dog of hell. The claws on its feet are hard enough to easily tear through Chrome Digizoid. That's the hardest metal in one of the hardest metals in the digital world. It's one more above that, but it's pretty dang hard. If they are a low purity, well, there you go. I should have waited to finish the sentence, but yeah, Chrome Digizoid is strongest metal. If it has low purity, this thing can slice through it. Also, his body is protected by a hard living shell, which has the ability to instantly repair and damage any damage that it incurs. The armor on his shoulders possess sentience, the heads, right, and are able to instantly sense an attack coming from any direction, then report it to the central body. The signature move Infernal Gate is opening a Hell Gate engraved in the earth and then casting the opponent through it in a jet black dark area, which is a part of the digital world that's mostly made of dark things. His other special move is a red hot jet of fiery flames. I have not seen its flames be red hot. Usually, Cerberusmon's flames are depicted as green. So, yeah, it kind of lies there. But let's read about the werewolf mode real quick. So in werewolf mode is a mutation of Cerberusmon who resides in the dark area, also known as the Watchtower of Hell, blah, 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 blah. It is feared that the data born from human malice overflowing on the internet as text and images could have had an impact on the digital world, so it mutated into this form to prevent an influx of data. Its entire body is covered in organic cell. We already read that. Its special moves are firing point blank range by biting the opponent with the large heads mounted on both of his arms, called Infernal Divide. We do see that, and cutting them down with his claws on his feet with dynamic movements, as well as red hot hellfire, which is still green. This form first shows up. I think it showed up in Adventure 20. No, it didn't. This is the first time it's showing up in an anime. It's in Ghost Game. I saw it in the card game way before that, but yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, shall we continue? Pulls the guy in. Now we have Kotaro, a sleeping Gammamon, and Hero. I guess they're leaving from seeing a performance. They might have been idols. I don't know. I didn't pay attention all that well because I didn't really feel like doing this. It's Christmas, but I did it anyway. And Hero left his phone. So he went back to go get his phone, hands the sleeping Gammamon over to Homeboy. Homeboy still thinks this is a hologram. I don't know why, but whatever. Priest gets dropped off in front of him like that, and he gets sucked in by Lilithmon. Oh, yeah. Forgot to show you Lilithmon. Lilithmon is one of the seven, not hell generals, one of the 7 demon lords of the digital world. Yeah, that's right. There's 7 of them based on 7 deadly sins. She is obviously lust. Fun fact, Beelzebubmon is one of them. He is gluttony. So, just go ahead and read through this. Mega level Digimon, Demon Lord virus type. One of the 3 head officers. She first showed up in the anime. I want to say it was in Digimon Savers. She was with the other Demon Lords, and then her silhouette was shown. But then she fully showed up in Cross Wars, Evil Generals, and the 7 Kingdoms. That old thing. She was basically kind of like comic relief in that show. And here she is again in Ghost Game as a formidable threat. As a demon lord, which has the appearance of a woman, is one of the 7 great demon lords. It is thought that it is originally the same kind of Digimon as Ophanimon, so kind of the dark side of it, right? But it fell from heaven and eventually became known as the goddess of darkness. It confounds its opponents with its bewitchingly lovely appearance, and it is said that those who are taken in by it, taken in by its temptations, are invariably granted death. Its reputation as the goddess of darkness is appropriate, as it offers generosity towards vice, but only cruel outrages towards virtue. Boy, these are tongue twisters. The demonic Nazar nail, which, her hands, she can stretch her nails out. Lust, remember Lust from Full Metal Alchemist? Same thing. On its right arm, corrodes anything it touches. Right hand, right. Anything that it touches. Its special move is riding the opponent's body with a sigh of darkness, phantom pain. And it said that if one is struck by this curse, their data dissipates from the tips of their body and they suffer pain even in death. Yikes. We do see her demon cell in here, though, in the show when she's making Kotaro do whatever she wants. She makes him get in the car. She makes him put it in the court. That gives him arms freedom to put in the coordinates to find these angels, because he calls them angels. And her and Cerberusmon, they go on angel hunts. Angramon says that when he heard of Cerberusmon. We also see the silhouettes of said angel Digimon. And we do see her sigil. It's crazy because once again, he was put in there while holding Gammamon. Then Gammamon wakes up when Hero calls him, because he's trying to figure out where he is. And due to screaming, he's like, "I'm in here with a talking dog and a monster lady. Help me!" Because Gammamon answered the phone. And he's like, "Yeah," and he hangs up. Well, it didn't hang up. They destroyed the phone, and the Cerberusmon is pinning down Gammamon, who's like, "I got bad vibes from you suckers." She puts that little dark curse, the phantom thing, on both of them, and tries to tell him, "Hey, get me to where I need you to go to get these angels faster, or he's gonna, your friend's gonna die over. And he's like, that's a hologram though, but he does it anyway. Again, just bring this dude into the fold. He's been terrorized by Digimon several times. Just bring him in and give him and the kid that had the giant cat, Mind Crackmon, give them both Digimon. You can have 5 tamers destined in this stupid show. Okay. I digress. So at this point, there's a line that Hero says that pisses me off, everybody. He goes, could talking dog, could he what? Could he be talking about Digimon? You are in a Digimon show. It is ridiculous that every single time you have to ask that. It's different when you're on season 3, when you're in Digimon Tamers, and then the fall grows in, and our heroes are kind of, one of them is new, the other 2 aren't, and then the new guy's like, oh man, okay, this has to be a Digimon. Or when power lines go out and they don't see a fog and they're like, okay, well, there's nothing here, it's not a Digimon, and then you see the fog and then it's like, oh crap, it's an actual Digimon. How are you in this show and you ask the same damn question every single time? You all were so smart in the beginning, searching out the ghosts stories and going, oh, we're going to see if they're Digimon. Then you could just easily said, oh, most of the time it's Digimon. So we should really think that it's Digimon. So, my God. So anyway, when he contacts Ruli, he's on 3-way call. Ruli, Kirishiro, I give you kudos because you called them fast. Kirishiro's on Ryudramon with SBMon with him because SBMon hangs out at the dorms, obviously. Obviously, Jellymon's with him. Angramon and Ruli are on top of Airdramon. And of course, Angramon goes, it's likely that it's not human. No shit. No shit, people. No shit. Again, I would suspect that anything weird that happens is Digimon. Even when Balmon he brought up actual ghosts with his ability, actual specters, that was still because of Digimon. Okay. I digress. So they all, and I like this, they did this in real time. They all make it to him at the same time, one by one. And they're trying to figure out, how are we going to find out, where they're driving him to? We're going to do a pause and swoop, go back to the car. So Gammamon's skin is turning black. The initial curse makes it purple and is working his way through his body. It's basically over his whole body and like 3/4 of Homeboy's body, Kotaro's body. And she kind of looks over him. She's like, something inside of you is resisting my, well, she said poison, but resisting the curse. And it's the dark side of him. Yeah. So back to the kids. They all make it there. The police pull up. So all the bigger Digimon hide. Flat out, just hide. And the cops come up and the cops go, hey, what are you kids doing here? It's late, it starts questioning them, right? ACAB. If you don't know what ACAB is, ACAB, look it up. So ACAB looks up and like, these kids are out late. Then they hear on the radio about the part that I completely skipped over because whatever. While he's driving, he's saying, look, they're in this car that apparently, as long as a human is sitting up front, it will drive. Period. You don't even have to know how to drive. He's like, well, we're not going to be able to turn right for a while. Oh, no. She uses her powers, and now the car can go through things. It went through a wall, drive in the wrong direction, goes through a truck, which caused an accident. So on the radio, they hear that happened, and they all kind of look at each other. It's one of the few smart things. They look at one another, nod. Airdramon pretends to be a person that's hurt and goes, Tasukete, what is happening today? Tasukete, save me. Hey, you kids stay here. Hoo ha. It's time to ride. Everybody rides and they leave. So now I need to make sure. Okay. They are flying above. The stuff has already gotten over Kotaro to the point where he's passing out. And Hero's calling name, Kotaro. He's like, oh, Anamana passes out. SP Mind is stronger than what you think because he uses a Mott bomb, stops the car completely. They get him out. They got him, they got Gammamon. And Gammamon is actually the one who helps get him out and looks over at Lilithmon, and he gets that fully black eyes for a moment, long enough for her to notice it. And then when he blinks, it's back to his regular eyes, as if ghoulish Gammamon is looking at her going, you trying to kill me? I'm not going to forget this. So they get out the car. And Cerberus Mind's like, how dare you? Blah, she blah, 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 blah. Evil, evil, my mistress, evil. This is when Angrymon's like, oh yeah, I heard the angel hunt, blah, blah, blah. The stuff I told you earlier. He's an ultimate Digimon, so you know what they do. Champion forms apparently are obsolete in this show now, unless you're fighting something weak. They warp evolve straight into Lemurmon and Tetismon. They're fighting the guy. He does he goes into werewolf mode, about to blast him in the face with Infernal Divide. She, BB Thunder, easily beat him. They're able to handle him. We do get the word, because Jellymon says, that's a curse on them. I can't heal curses. But Hero, oh, look at this. Apparently he can think now. Hero goes, oh, yeah, man. Bakumon did something like this before. Holy Ring. We got to get Bakumon. Ryudomon, fastest guy here. Pachoom! I guess him and Erdramon are pretty much the fastest Digimon they have. So, pachoom! I'm going to go get him. Pachoom. Yes, I said pachoom. Pachoom. So, he's off to go get the guy. Out of the car steps Lilithmon, because her servant is pressed in the wall. And she's like, how dare you do that to my faithful, my loyal servant? I don't care, lady. But the other Digimon, they're frozen. Like Airdramon and Espimon, it's like this murderous intent coming off her. She's all glowing in purple. Remember, this is also one of the... When you get to mega level Digimon, there are a few mega level Digimon that are kind of like, oh, you're a mega, but you're not notable, right? Like the weird metal beetle phantom thing that War Greymon had to beat. Like, it's strong because of its level. That's how I was able to beat him as War Greymon. But then, not War Greymon, as Metal Greymon. But when you turn into your thing that's legendary, you can kick his butt. She is on par with Kazuhamon. Hell, she is probably stronger than Piedmon, being one of the seven demon lords. Even though in Cross Wars you would think she is nothing but shit because of how they treated that character. I digress. So, Lemurmon and Tetismon, they're trying to fight her. She is super fast. She does the Naser nail, stabs them both. They're all, they're hurt. But here's the great part. We got our buddy up here, Tapirmon, aka Bakumon, does his little holy thing, starts to heal Gammamon, because you need Gammamon up. And that's what had got her attention. Now, before the whole fight, because this is what happens when I don't read the script, because I'm just trying to have some fun here. She says something, because she's going to try to kill him, right? So she says, and I don't know if the translation is off, or I'm just not hearing it right. She says, oh, you guys are the Digimon that found a way here based on that person who's sending Digimon here without rhyme or reason. It's quite vexing. That is the most freaking jumbled thing. I'm assuming that she's going, oh, all of you were sent here by that particular person. No reason why. Don't get why he's doing it, but whatever. Hero pays attention to this. Hero will remember that. And so their whole thing is to kill Holy Digimon. So they go after Tapirmon. And no, Gammamon's healed. Warp, Weissmon, one of their fastest Digimon, pachoom, blocks her moves. Now they're going back and forth. They're fighting. She's super duper strong. Of course, they're going to turn to their mega forms. She's a mega Digimon. So now it's Seriousmon. Seriousmon versus what's her face, Lilithmon. She has the upper hand. She says, Mega Evolution. That's interesting. Here's the funny thing. You haven't been in Mega form for very long. But she also makes note that he is learning as he's fighting. Literally able to, he's picking up her moves, able to dodge her attacks and everything. And so she does her nail attack and she stabs him, but she can't pull her arm out. And he's like, I got you now. By the way, when he was doing his photon blaster, I saw the spark effects, but I didn't actually see the blasts come out. Anyway, actually, that's what Ichigo's mom did last week. That's what Masaki did. You let the opponent do the move where it needs to get in you. You hold them there. Double slice on her. I'm like, oh, you're gonna kill her, right? And she goes, oh, I like you. You're super strong. How about you join me in my crusade to kill these 8 angel Digimon? And he's like, I would never join someone as evil as you. She's like, maybe not you, but what about the other guy? Of course, she's talking about ghoulish Gammamon. First of all, lady, ghoulish Gammamon does not play well with others. So I completely doubt it. And at this point, mind you, the fight was nice. It was world shattering, like world shaking. You know when which anime? I hate to go back to Dragon Ball. When you go back to Dragon Ball Z, when the punches collide and it's just like the world is rumbling and shaking. It was that kind of fight. It was cool. It was nice. But of course, she uses her power to bring over her loyal Serpusmon. She opens the digital gate above her head. And they're like, she can open up gates on her own. She says, we're going to retreat for now. I'm still going to get you as an ally one day. And then, of course, everybody, she lives. Don't worry. I will address that in a moment. So, also, the thing that also made her like him was that when he did the cross attack, he broke the horn off a little headdress or thing. So Tapirmon heals our buddy Kotaro, who the first person he sees is ruling. He's like, oh, an angel. And he passes out. Right? So now, they're like, yeah, we're pretty sure I cured him. Kirishiro is doing the smart man thing. I'm going to look up everybody else that's been affected at the hospitals. We got to go and get the curse off of them. Her laser nail actually isn't part of the curse. It's just a very bad, evil, poisonous attack that Tetismon can take care of. Meanwhile, Angramon says, he looks in the car, and in the car, the coordinates was to a middle school. It says middle school, so she's going to go knock off some, I guess these kids aren't even are they in high school? I don't know. She's going to go knock off some of the girls from this group. He says there is no limit in revering strength. Train and it shall be open unto you. It's more reflected upon Seriousmon. I actually get that one this time. Good job. Hero thinks of her words. He says it's no coincidence that Digimon coming to the human world. Someone is controlling the gates and sending them there. No shit, Sherlock. Now you care. 3 Mega Digimon. Now you care. You haven't even beaten all of your opponents. You can say you successfully. There's winning, and then there's beating, right? And then there's breaking even. Most of the times, these kids break even. Sometimes they do win, right? They get the person to change their ways. That counts as a win, right? Sometimes you beat the hell out of them, like when you had to kill Raremon, or when you killed Myotismon, right? I'm only counting 2 Digimon that they've actually murdered. Don't count Arukenimon or Arachnemon because that was ghoulish Gammamon. Can't count Sealsdramon. Is it Sealsdramon? I think it's Sealsdramon, not Commandramon. Sealsdramon, because again, that's ghoulish Gammamon. Anything that ghoulish Gammamon has attacked, he's ended it unless heroes go, hey, don't do that, right? So don't count that as them because, we're spooky, we scared of him. Idiots. By the way, apparently Seriousmon was in the intro. I missed it because you guys do the intros and your freaking hologram ghost thing is always the same, right? The little file thing, I guess it's something with a being that makes men grow their hair out so they can't get his neck. I don't know. I didn't pay attention because it's dumb. So next episode is called Pyramid. Turn people into blocks. Who cares, right? Probably going to be an Egyptian Digimon. Mummymon's going crazy. Who knows? Who cares? We'll figure this out later. Back when I was naive, or back when I was more hopeful for this show, when certain Digimon left and you go, oh man, there's possibilities. Like when my oldest showed, I said, wait a minute, Draculomon can show up. That he deals with the night and things like that. And he did show up, and then they did. I don't like to curse on here. Besides shit, they did shit all with him. Killed him off. My husband was like, "Oh, you didn't listen to me? You're dead." And they're just like, "Oh no, he died." Anyways, literally, what really? "Oh no, you're that thing. Oh, he's dead now." Anyways, that should have been your Digimon to kill, by the way, Angramon, but you're wimpy and you suck. So, again, I have no faith in reoccurring Digimon because they've shown that they don't really do much with that. Only reoccurring Digimon that are good aren't the good guys, right? With Bokumon, he died. Bakumon, he is proving to be amazing when they need something to heal curses. Clockmon, Mummymon, Airdramon, Ryudramon, who used to be Ryudamon. Excuse me. Those are the useful ones. I have no hope for any villains because this is 57 episodes. Haven't seen Mephismon, Mephistopheles. Haven't seen him again, right? Because they made peace with Piedmon. Piedmon's like, all right, I won't use people anymore. Even though if I wanted to, there's really nothing any of you could have done at that moment. That was like back in episode 30s. That was in the 30s, I believe. Nothing they could have did about it, but he chose not to because he abides by rules. He is a true duelist, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist. Ha. So, yeah, but recurrent villains, y'all don't do, I don't have much faith in it. So she's gone. So she's going to come back with other demon lords. Are the other two going to get their mega forms? I've seen what their mega forms look like. Jellymon turns into a mecha, and Lamormon goes back into Gentleman Bunny mode. Whatever. I don't, that I'm not going to complain about that. What I'm complaining is it's just 3 of them. Even Ryudamon, if he evolved, he just turned into his ultimate form. Should have had at least two more tamers. You could have gotten away with you could have been the first show to openly have, you could have had 2 more female tamers. You could have at least 1 more female tamer, but you guys, the screenwriter just like, we're giving them autonomy. I guess you are. And you're building up something that has so much potential that is failing. This episode was a 3 out of 5. This is the most common upon common of things. Even with a notable Digimon, this is so on a par for the show. It doesn't break anything. Animation's still good. The fights still look good. But that's it. That is it. I have no faith in this. When you have your mega guy, all right, Kazuhamon's like, all right, I have faith. I believe in you because my attack didn't murder you. All right, there you go. I'm gonna F off now. You're gonna have to fight somebody in the future. Maybe she'll be at that guy's side and trying to turn sides, and then she gets murdered, and then they go, oh no. Because sometimes they care and sometimes they don't. Yeah, 3 out of 5. I'm glad I didn't waste my Christmas Eve night watching this. It's just how I feel. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think I'm being too harsh. This is just how I feel. All right? And when I sincerely say individual who hits the thumbs down, that dislikes it, yes, just because you guys can't see it doesn't mean that we don't. We actually do see those things. I want to have a conversation. Why do you disagree with me? Am I being too harsh? Because let's just be honest, this isn't the worst Digimon show, right? But it fails. It had so much potential to now go at episode 57 and go, now we're gonna get to some plot. I guess they wanted this to be a long time mainstay show. I don't even need like a continuation of the kids from Digimon Adventure 02 season 2. As much as I like Vmon and Davis and all those guys, Hawkmon, Armadillomon, Wormmon, I like all those guys. As much as I like those guys, I don't even need that. I don't even need the reboot part 2 with those guys. I don't even need that. If you give me a show, 6 kids, 6 to 5 kids, at least 2 female characters, please. Make it. You should do half and half at this point. If you're gonna do 6, 3 girls, 3 boys, hell, 2 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 androgynous, and 1 non-gender conforming person. Whatever. Just give me some variety here, please. Please give me some variety here. And in all the other shows, they didn't talk down to their Digimon. I don't know where that misconception from your showrunner came from, but now I'm looking at several characters that have had interactions with Digimon that should have Digimon, and you are not making the show any better. At least you're not making it worse. Hasn't been a 2 yet, but man, you're average at this point. So thank you for taking some time out to listen to me rant a bit. I hope you all had a great holiday weekend. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Either way it goes. Please don't be a jerk. And just, remember, above all things, there's someone that rather talk to you today than miss you and mourn you tomorrow. You're never alone. There's someone that cares about you. Make sure, if you need someone to talk to, my social medias are right there. Follow me. Hit me up. I'll say hi. I'm not mean. I may have strong opinions about fictional shows involving monsters based on several things of the world, but hey, it's entertainment, and you tend to be harsher on the things that you love. I like Digimon. I love Digimon a lot. I needed to do better. Do better. Please do better for me. Please. With all that, guys, I'm Shane, and I will definitely see you next time.